about it. It was a street culture, and something that can't be replaced in any other city in America, really. It's the lively, musical, beautiful street culture, to say. That was a great part.
And I think, yeah, and along with that, like a willingness of any random person to tell you everything about their life, and like, and take their sweet ass time doing it, and just being really compelling most of the time. Sometimes really bizarre, but yeah, and also just the very like the way that our community of friends is very like stop by every day kind of. There's a lot more of a like, let's have tea, like drop by, or I'll see you at the place. It's like a lot more. It's a lot less like a lot more making plans in person, a lot less making plans on the internet.
Right.
So,
yeah.
We went to Providence for 2 years, Ryan and I, and for Don.
It was really hard. I moved in November, and I got a bicycle delivery job in the winter, starting in November in Bushwick, and just kind of like accelerated a really bad drinking problem, and yeah, it got really dark there for a couple of years. I bottomed out, and it's a lot better now.
Don moved because of the hurricane.
Yeah.
She was forced out of the city. We moved months before the hurricane happened in Providence, so that is not a traumatic move, just kind of a transition, an easy transition. Yeah, I mean, I think you know, we've all been lucky to live in a lot of different towns around the country with very varied music scenes, and each is really unique, and kind of glean what you can from just being in a place, and I think we've been inspired by every city we've lived in, in different ways.
Totally. I feel like both music scenes, they're really different, but a lot of bands that are really working or like spending a lot of time doing it operate on a national or international level, and I feel like that's really particular to both New Orleans and Brooklyn, and it's definitely inspiring. It's really hard for a Brooklyn band to make a career just existing inside Brooklyn because it's so expensive, and because the shows don't really pay that much in the city, so you gotta work on the road.
Well, that was more collaborative. The first CD was primarily a lot of writing between Ryan and I, and some with Dawn, but the second one was something we all created together.
And it was all composed in New York. So I think the volume increased a little bit with the second CD in general. But yeah, just came from really starting, touring and playing together, and our sound kind of solidified that we made this second record.
Hey boy, you say
It's different for each song. Sometimes we have a little nugget of an idea, come to practice with it, hash it out. Sometimes there's words first. Sometimes Don creates beats on his computer, and we translate them to a live setting and write things on top of it. Which is different.
Yeah, and our songs tend to change. At least on this last record, a lot of the songs went through a lot of different incarnations, in totally different time signatures or just different feels over months until we finally found a version that we liked enough to kind of keep, and then we recorded it. So I mean, I feel like it's a very slow progression with us, and we give each song a lot of time to kind of settle and grow if it needs to grow, or stay put if it needs to stay put, and then figure it out as we go along.
you walk with your arms wrapped in gold.
I feel lucky that happens.
I think the consistency is just, I mean, we have a pretty limited palette of sounds we're working working with, or at least tools that we're working with to create sound. So there's going to be a thread that kind of goes through the songs. Yeah, we're a pretty stripped down ensemble, and then even though there's some pretty layered overdubs happening on the record, it's from limited sources as well. So yeah, I think it's just those maybe the limitations we put on the music. That's the common thread.
She doesn't need drives, she needs your.
I feel like some things that have come up just to like, and the new things we're working on, and like, you know, we're very much a rehearse and discuss band more than a Ableton band. But we like Brazilian music. Sarah's really influenced by, and has been since she was really young, Brazilian singers. I'm hugely influenced by Balkan music and Georgian music from Greece, Serbia. Go travel there and study with musicians there and stuff. And
Hip hop.
R&B. Rihanna, you know.
I grew up listening to Chillwave.
Really?
As a young child.
In Little Rock?
All Chillwave, yeah. 30 years of Chillwave.
What the fuck is Chillwave?
We
I still can't figure it out.
all different kinds of music.
And New Orleans music does consistently
Oh, yeah, that's
come
the
up. Just like
especially production.
yeah, totally. Production wise, and the vocal aspect of it, and that's like another production thing, like Alan Toussaint,
Love Alan Toussaint.
Dave Bartholomew's arrangements, and it's just like so many incredible. And those and those are people that did a lot with a little. You know, it was like Jesse Hill was the studio drummer for J&M, and he was also a star that sang ridiculous like nonsense lyric songs, and he's like everyone was like kind of trading roles and mixing it up. It's really inspiring.
One thing. Oh, you stumped us.
It doesn't have to be one.
Anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I want people to walk away with, you know, I mean, whatever they can walk away with. I mean, I just,
Yeah.
it's kind of an open-ended conversation. I don't know. I don't think I have one statement I'm trying to, at least for me, I'm trying to put in our music.
I think I would say for me, if it's anything, it's like it's okay to move your body to something that inspires you.
We all work on the
Word.
weekends.
Part two.
That's actually when we do most of our work.
You sleep in.
It's true.
I haven't had a Saturday night off in years.
We both bartend, and Don always has gigs on the weekend.
Yeah.
He plays. So
Where do you guys bartend?
just different restaurants and bars around Brooklyn.
Well, we did do something really special last Halloween. I have to say, this is a good question.
Okay.
We played in 2 shows in New Orleans on Halloween, and we had 2 different costumes, each of us. And
This one killed it right here.
Yeah.
Klaus fucking know me.
I was Klaus Nomi, and Ryan was David Bowie, which was amazing. And Don was Animal.
I tried to be Animal,
It's kind of a Cheeto.
but I was
Cheeto with the Cheeto.
but I was like the Cheeto monster. Yeah, I like it was a complete failure. I had this. We went to a thrift store in Austin on the way to New Orleans, and which was kind of amazing. Had an amazing supply of Halloween stuff. You guys just like totally got all your shit together and nailed it, and I was just like slimy orange shit on my face, and everyone's like,
The
"What are
day
you?"
before, you had a really awesome. You look like a candy cane queen.
I was sort of
They looked great.
I was sort of a goth girl.
You were a goth girl
With a pimp
the
hat.
day before, with a pimp hat. That was
Yeah.
amazing.
I was Amanda
So
Palmer.
that was great. That was a pretty amazing Halloween.
Yeah, Klaus
And I
Nomi,
think-
Animal,
I
and
think we did
David Bowie.
I think
That's
we did
our
pretty
that's our
good.
super group.
I think we did a really good job. remember. It's
birthday
probably a
party
good thing.
theme.
I can't remember any of my birthdays, and I know I
That's
had some
probably a
really
good
ones.
thing.
all of your friends mooned you and played brass band music in a cave for one of your birthdays.
That was my 40th birthday. My last birthday, my friends led me on a.
Into a cave.
Yeah, they led me on a walk. They were like, "We're gonna go on a picnic in Harriman Park." Do you know Harriman Park? It's like in New Jersey, just up from. It's like a really beautiful park, about an hour and a half north on Metro North. And they brought me out. And we were gonna have a picnic, and it was just like. But my friend kept texting her other friends to find out where this path was or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And this went on for like 3 hours, like way too long. And I had a gig to go to that night.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, we figured out where it was after all this texting, and we went behind this rock, and these horn sounds came out from the rock. I was like, what the fuck? And then it was a bunch of my friends with brass instruments playing me a song they made up. And then they pulled me behind the rock and they all mooned me. All pulled their pants down. And then they had this whole picnic set up on top of the rock, but we had to leave in 10 minutes because a bunch of us had to go play this gig because it took so long for us to get there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. That was the last birthday.
These Dreams. It's the only karaoke
yes.
song I can sing.
That's awesome.
I fail at everything else. I have tried Real Love. And sometimes I can do it.
I've heard you not do it before.
These Dreams, y'all.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I wish I had the balls for karaoke.
It's hard. I always fuck it up.
In my dreams, I would do If I Was Your Girlfriend by Prince.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it's in the shower.
Cheese fries.
That's really easy for you.
Man, sushi from Gen Sushi on Washington.
Ooh, that's up there. For
Prospect
me.
Heights.
That's up there for me too.
I have to say, I don't really know Philly that well. I've only been here to play shows.
I like
and I
late
spent
night.
very little time. I spent very little time here during that time.
I like late night access to pretzel factories.
Nice.
It's a good one.
That's a really good one.
You know what I'm talking about? With the garage door that comes up,
Yep.
and there's the assembly line
Mhm.
shooting out the straight pretzels.
Whoa.
That's up there.